CBS 2 Orange County reporter Michele Gile is also on scene. And Michelle, what can you tell us?
Pat, we have confirmed that 3 people have been transported from this horrible school bus accident scene on Knoll Ranch Road. We're just north of Walnut Canyon. 2 of them are children, either 7th or 8th graders. One of them, the school bus driver, who the kids identify as Mr. Jerry, someone who they've known for many, many years. Now, the kids tell me that this was the last stop of the day for El Rancho Charter School that is located here in the area of Anaheim Hills. The students on board say some of them were wearing seatbelts, some of them weren't. There were approximately a dozen kids on board when they were coming down this very steep grade, and the kids say they started feeling a lot of bumping, a very bumpy ride. The bus went up this embankment in between these 2 trees, and then a lot of dust was flying and the kids began screaming. Let's hear from a couple of the students who were on board.
I saw the girl stuck in the door in the blood, and the girl sitting next to her was screaming. And so at first I yelled if everyone was okay, and then once a person from the car came and helped us out, he called 911, and that was it. The girl got cut on her leg and her face, and someone else got cut on her leg too, and I just hurt my back from the fall.
All right, we're back live here with Bob Dunn. He's the spokesperson for Anaheim Fire Department. Bob, explain for me, please. The bus driver was trapped there somewhere on the bus, and it took quite a while to extricate him, but that has now happened.
That's correct. About 15 minutes ago, he was transported here from the scene after about a 15 or 20-minute extrication process, along with some of the students that were on that bus. He has been transported in critical condition to a local trauma center, and I don't have an update on his condition just yet. Okay.
Do we believe, when we hear critical, do we think any of these injuries could be life-threatening?
Certainly, anytime a collision of this magnitude happens, they could be life-threatening, but at this point, there is no information to indicate that there's been a loss of life here or anything of that nature. But we are still working through that now.
Of course, the next thing that everyone wants to know is what happened. I spoke to someone from the district who says this is a relatively new bus and that it is very well maintained. What do we know about the things that authorities will now look into?
So the actual investigation will be the charge of the California Highway Patrol, as it's an occupied school bus with students. So they are here on the scene working right now to start that collision investigation. Anaheim Fire will be here to shore up that bus, basically making it safe for the officers to work in and around it, because at this point it's been deemed unsafe to work in that area.
Yeah, it's precariously leaning on this eucalyptus tree here. Are you suggesting that people will actually go inside the bus to investigate, or they'll remove it from the hillside first?
At this point, I don't know what the whole context of their investigation will be, as it's their investigation, but we will be here to assist them as far as Anaheim Fire and Rescue, and then we do have some arborists here that will help us with the tree.
Okay. Bob Dunn, Anaheim Fire, thank you. Of course, some of these kids are saying that they are very grateful that they had their seatbelts on today. Again, this school bus was equipped with belts, although a couple of the kids did indicate to me that once they got on the bus and Mr. Jerry checked them to make sure they were wearing their seatbelts, they then removed them. Those kids that I was speaking to were not injured. So there are approximately a dozen kids who are labeled as walking wounded. Those are kids who maybe just had a few bumps and scratches. One of the girls who I believe was transported in 7th or 8th grade suffered some sort of a gash to her leg. Apparently the door sliced her leg during this crash. At this point, as we say, 3 patients transported by ambulance from the scene. They're all listed in critical condition. 2 of them students, 1 of them the bus driver. That's the latest live in Anaheim Hills. I'm Michele Gile.